Alrighty, and we are live. So, hi everyone. My name is Mayra Rodarte. For those of you who don't know, I'm the program coordinator manager for the mechanical engineering department, and we just wanted to host this event. We had one similar in the fall for faculty where you guys could meet your professors in a more casual setting, ask them questions, and we just wanted to do the same thing for staff this semester. So, like I said, my name is Mayra. I'm the program coordinator manager. And Maria, if you want to introduce yourself.
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Maria Plasencia. I'm the Administrative Services Coordinator, and I handle most like the financials for the department and things like that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to ask me.
Yeah. So, and obviously you guys know Iliana, she's still having the hardest time joining right now. But she is the program advisor. So usually if you guys have any advising registration questions, you guys go to her. But for now, I just wanted to give a brief background on Maria and myself. Maria was actually my admin when I was a student here at UTEP. So I'm happy that I was able to bring her over to mechanical engineering.
I'm forever grateful for Mayra for doing that.
Yeah, so Maria and I have known each other for a few years. I started in the department, I think 2 years ago now, 3 years. I think I'm going on 3 years. Iliana joined a few months after me, and then Maria joined us almost exactly a year ago now. So I think she joined our team, and then COVID hit, so she didn't even get a chance to break into her office or decorate it or anything. We just went straight to working remotely. So I give a lot of props to Maria for handling this new position while, amidst a pandemic. So it's been a learning curve for everybody, not just our students. But we'd love to open it up if anybody has any questions, if there's anything you'd like to know about us. It could be professionally, academically. If you're curious, like how Dr. Khan asked me earlier, what we do on the weekends, we're here to just get to know you guys and have you guys get to know us. You can ask us anything. Well, not anything, but appropriate things you can ask.
I will say I do appreciate everybody's patience with me in particular. Like as Maida said, I think I had been in the office for about 3 weeks, and then we all got sent home. So there's a lot that I didn't, get to learn on site. So I've been really appreciative of everybody's patience and guidance this past year, just getting to know the department a little bit better. Of course, I wish I was, we were there to meet the students and stuff. That's and Maida can tell you, that's always been my favorite part of the job is working with students. So I'm pretty bummed that I didn't get to meet a lot of you guys. But I mean, I'm here remote. I think I see Alex Gomez. We've had several conversations on Teams over the last few months. So anybody's always free to contact us through Teams, through email. I think our phone numbers are posted as well. So yeah, so.
Maria, why don't you tell everyone like your UTEP journey, how long you've been working here, where you worked at before?
So that's a super long story, my dad. So I've actually been at UTEP for 18 years. I started working with the Department of Theater and Dance, and I had been there for about 17 years. And I think it was just time for me to, to grow out, grow a little bit more. Like I said, I've learned so many things that, I was, when I was in theater, it's part of the College of Liberal Arts. So the way engineering works is very different. So I'm learning a lot of things. Everything is super interesting. Every time, every time like a topic comes up, I always want to be know more about it and stuff. That's just the kind of person that I am. So I always try to, ask questions and things. So I do apologize if I ask too many questions sometimes. I just kind of want to understand the process. And just get to know the department a little bit more. But it's just been, like Maida said, a learning curve this past year. It's been amazing though. Just getting to know everybody and the processes and stuff. It's amazing. I love this department.
Yeah, same. I also came from a liberal arts background, and so coming over to engineering, I was a little nervous just because you hear the way engineers are. So I wasn't sure how the professors were going to be. I wasn't sure how the students were going to be. Everybody's like, oh, engineers, they're rough or they're very demanding. But then I joined, and at least the way I know your professors, I know they're probably different in the classroom, but the way I know them, they're wonderful to work with. I love getting to know all the students. That's also my favorite part, is getting to know you guys, seeing you at the events, having you guys come to the office, get to know us. I try to implement, when I started here, you've been longer than 3 years, I try to implement like an open door policy where you guys are just welcome to come in and talk to us, ask us questions, whether it's about mechanical engineering or other things. And so I really miss getting that connection with our students, but hopefully as the new year starts in 2021 for that new academic year, we'll be able to go back to that a little bit and develop those relationships that we love developing with all our students. So I'm going to try bringing in Ileana again, but until then, does anyone have any questions? Is there anything you'd like to get to know more about us?
Hello, good afternoon. So
Hi
I
there.
might be overreaching, but by any chance, does the department have any scholarships available for the summer?
No, the department usually doesn't offer scholarships. Sorry.
It didn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think the department usually actually doesn't provide any type of scholarships, summer or otherwise, as of right now.
We just submitted a proposal to get some scholarship money, but we won't know until fall.
That's all.
I think I don't know, Maida, correct me if I'm wrong. I think there was like a college-wide tuition assistance program, right? I think at the beginning of the semester.
Yeah, at the beginning of the semester there was, and they chose a few students who they were able to help out with that. But I haven't heard if they're going to be doing that again, though.
Yeah, but just kind of maybe just keep an eye out for that. I think that information came through email. So if, just kind of check your emails regularly. And hopefully, maybe they'll do it again this semester. In the summer, I mean.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, I think, Ileana, were you able to join?
Hello.
Hey, Ileana.
I'm trying to get my camera to work.
Taking hard time.
It's actually coming, it's freezing and coming back on.
Yeah, I think we can hear you freezing a little bit too. I have to tell everyone, Ileana's the queen of persistence. She has had the most technical difficulties this entire year.
And this was like the #1 meeting. Are you kidding me? Like I need to connect. Oh my God, I can't. Is it still freezing? Yes.
We can hear you. It's a little bit choppy, but we can't see you.
Okay.
I think this is a very, very good hint that she's probably crying out that it's time for the department to get her a new computer.
I think we put in the order, right, Maria?
Yes, we have. Yeah.
Oh, I'm serious. Like, we have tried everything. We have tried, I think in the summer, a laptop and then a new web camera, and we've just tried everything. It's hard. It's really hard when you don't have like a set fixing in an office and people who can come in and help you. But she is getting a new laptop.
That's awesome. I was just promoting it,
Oh, trust
advocating
me,
for her.
yeah, we know, we know. Okay, Ileana, whenever you feel comfortable, feel ready to jump in and just give us, any background info on you and how it's been working in the department, or any information of what Ileana was actually an advisor previously, I believe, with the University of Phoenix, but in her sense, it was different because I believe now it's similar. I believe all her consultations with students, because of the way University of Phoenix works, I believe it was all through the phone. From what she's told me. And so she loved coming back or coming to UTEP because then, she got that interaction with the students. And then, of course, COVID hit. So now she's back to helping students remotely over the phone, via email. So she's been the queen of adjustments and accommodation to try to figure out how to help students best. Okay, I think we lost her. But that was my background on Ileana, for those of you who didn't know. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Anything you want to ask us?
Can I join?
Yes,
Just
Dr.
thank
Ben.
you. How
Yeah.
are you guys? Are doing good? I'm sorry for being late, but it's like being a busy Friday. It's not like I don't know, but I just like to thank like our staff, all the staff like Myra, Maria, and Eliana, like for like their hard work and their availability and their addiction to the work and like to help the students. And actually, I like their availability, I would say, by emails, and trying to solve the problem as soon as possible and as soon as they get there. And yeah, everything like I feel like our staff are just amazing. And even like working remotely, that does not actually affect their, I would say, quality of work and their efficiency. Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Abed. That means a lot.
Yes,
Thank
Yeah.
you.
yes, thank you.
And we'll hope
Thank you.
like, Eliana, she can join us so we can hear a little bit more about her.
I know. I keep trying to call her in, and I think we're texting her too. We're on MS Teams with her, and it's just not. It's
Yeah.
not working out. She's had issues all week.
Yes, yes. And I hope that she's gonna get her laptop soon, because I know that she faced so many problems, and these problems comes to me after work, because I have to deal with it, especially like at the beginning of this semester. She was not able to do this electronic signature, and her laptop freezed many times, so I had to do like backup. So if you help us to get her laptop, like a new laptop, like done and everything settled down, so that's going to help everybody, the students and the department as well.
Yes, I think so. We already ordered it. It should be coming in. If I can double check, but I think it's coming in like soon, because we ordered it a couple months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's going to be a brand new laptop.
Cool.
And it should be complete with everything. So
That's
I think
good.
maybe, yeah, the only thing is that since it has to go through like ETC to get set up, I think maybe they're a little bit behind. So
Yeah.
yeah, but Jose will usually let us know when the laptops are ready to be picked up.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Dr. Abed, for your kind words.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Yay. Okay, I think Ileana's here. Let's give it a try again. How's it going, Ileana? Okay, I'm gonna take that as still trying to work it out. You guys don't have, feel free to jump in, ask us anything. If not, I'm just going to end up asking Maria a bunch of stuff.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, Elvia.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Well, I know that you, Mayra, you have been at some events where you try to bring some high school students to the mechanical engineering department. I was wondering if you could tell us more about those events or what the students ask you. What are they concerned about?
Yeah, definitely. That's a great question. So a big part of my job is reaching out to local schools and, you know, just trying to share the word of what exactly mechanical engineering is and what we have to offer here at UTEP. And I think the biggest question that they have or their biggest concern is the math. They're always really intimidated by that. They say that if they're not good at math, they want to do engineering, but they're not good at math. So how does that work? Another thing that I think concerns them is now that I'm seeing is there more and more students are taking dual credit classes, and there's a lot of early college high schools now. So their concern is, you know, once I go into UTEP and I want to do mechanical engineering straight away, they're a little bit nervous about having already knocked out all of their core classes and all of their, you know, classes that we recommend to spread out throughout the 4 years. But based on what I've seen, those who have done early college, high school, then jump to our program have done really well. Like they tend to graduate with a pretty good GPA. So I just try to ease their worries. I tell them that, you know, we try to offer tutoring. We're trying to be better about tutoring as well. And then I think the thing that would help them the most is knowing that it's possible for them, and then sharing stories of our current or past students. So saying like, this is student XYZ, look at all the research they're doing, they went to your high school, so it's possible. Or this is another student who was from, I don't know, Isleta or Montwood or wherever, and then now they're working at NASA, or now they're at Lockheed Martin, or, you know, just showing them the success stories that our students have had, all the internships they've done, what companies they go and connect with. And then in the times that I am able to pull in students so that it's our students speaking directly to their students, it's even better, because then they feel more comfortable talking to someone who's actually gone through the program. When pre-COVID, I would go all the time off campus to their events. So they would host me, or they'd have a day where they bring a lot of people from the community, and I'd go and I'd meet them. Now virtually, it's a lot of this, you know, I kind of have to speak to them. I try to make it as interactive as possible. So it's been a little bit rough, but in a sense, it's also been easier because you don't have to deal with traffic anymore. You don't have to worry about, you know, missing that much work. And then I'm able to pull in more of our current students a little bit easier, because then they don't have to worry about losing their parking, going to another high school, coming back in time for class or for work. They can just hop in, do a little meet and greet with some students, and then, you know, it's a little bit easier that way. But those are just some of the things or the ways in which I interact with primarily local high school students. I'm also currently doing virtual fairs for different countries or continents. Like we had a Latin American fair, a Middle East fair, an African fair, and then I'm just there to represent mechanical engineering and answer any of the questions that they have about joining the program. But
Thank you,
we
Maya.
have Ileana. Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. Hey, Ileana. I think you're muted.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Hey, girl, how are you?
You know, I sound a little choppy on the mic. Okay, so it's sort of coming and going right now. As you were talking, like it wasn't too clear, so hoping that it just works out for the rest of the.
You were sounding good, and then like the very last word you said was cut off. But I think for the most part, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So I don't know if you want to tell them, you know, what you did before you got to UTEP, and then how it's been coming and joining the department.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So before I came to UTEP, I was actually an advisor at University of Phoenix, and I was in San Diego for some time. So that was fun. And then I transitioned here with University of Phoenix in enrollment, but for the most part, I've been an academic advisor, which is what I enjoy. And I transitioned to UTEP. I've been here, I want to say, a couple of years. And I love our department. I think the support that we get, the resources that we have to help all the students are endless. I think, our job is fun because of the students, right? I mean, in my case, every situation's different, degree programs, what each student is looking for. So it's not only about academic, right? It's about building the relationships with students and getting them from from point A to finishing that degree. So I see my job, again, not only as an academic job, but also helping the student get to where they want to be, if it's in mechanical or just making them a good student to either continue with their master's and finishing with their bachelor's.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And Ileana has been amazing. I know we have a lot of students, so I know sometimes it is difficult to get a hold of her or to hear back, but I promise she is the nonstop. She's very hardworking, and we're actually currently, next week, we're gonna meet and try to test out a new system on how to schedule time with Ileana so that you could see her availability, and then you can just pick a slot and that's when you're gonna be able to meet with her. So hopefully we'll be able to ease the craziness off of her and the students so that we can limit the frustrations and we can have a little bit of an easier process so that our students can interact with Ileana when they need to set up an advising appointment or anything else. So that's coming, that's pending. We hear your struggles and we're trying to find ways to make it work for everybody.
Right. That's definitely something exciting, right, Myra, as we talked in our meeting this week, and scheduling that kind of appointment where obviously the students schedule it whenever it works for them. And hoping that it'll come to my Outlook calendar and then I'll be able to, talk to students that way. But I'm very excited for that, process soon to come. I think it's going to be something that's going to work for the students and obviously something that's going to work for me as far as, all the students that obviously need help. I mean, I think at this point, all students are priority, but, there's just so many that as the appointments come, but I think the system that we're probably going to implement here soon, I think is going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm very hopeful. I think it's going to be something that we need for sure. I think it's going to be really helpful. Right now that we have some students here, do you guys have any questions or concerns or suggestions for the department? We could be a good ear and pass along the word, or we can figure things out together. Right now is a really good time to reach out to us and ask. Nothing, everything's perfect. You guys think we're the best at our jobs right now?
Hey, Myra,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'd like to know one information. How many students are from outside? And outside means outside USA.
Outside the USA?
Yeah.
I don't know off the top.
Except Mexico. Except Mexico.
Right.
Maybe
okay.
I'm asking about, for example, Middle East or maybe some Asia, something like that.
I know.
Just roughly.
I don't even know the number. I know we had a big cohort coming in from the Middle East, but I think they've all, their graduation rates have kind of passed. So I think the number has gone down, but it's still pretty significant. We get a good amount of students from Asia and the Middle East, but I don't have a number.
Okay, it's okay.
I don't have an estimate. I'm sorry, but we can look into that. We could run a report and then see, which international students are from there.
Okay.
And I just did one. I just held a virtual Middle East fair last week or this week, and a lot of them were interested in the graduate programs we have here for mechanical engineering. I think I had 3 students who were interested in either a master's or a PhD here.
Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Myra, I was going to jump and say something really quick. So talking about advising, so last week and this week, we started an advising session, and that's on Thursdays. And I have to say it's gone very, very, very well. I think, talking about the appointments and whatnot, I think that's something that is going to benefit our students. I have found it that I think this is something we should continue. And, for any students here, take advantage of that, jump into those advising sessions. I'm there, I'm available. And then after that, there might be possible appointments. But I think that 1 hour that is dedicated to answering questions and in regards to changes, mechanical is always changing. I think, any student that can just, go into that advising session just within that hour, aside from those appointments that we're going to make, that advising session, I think, is going to work very well. I think it's worked these last 2 times. It's very new, but I think it's a huge benefit. And not only that, sometimes the students that are there, they might ask a question that might benefit another student. So it's sort of getting information from other students. So I just sort of wanted to put it out there that it's there. And I can't stress enough, if you all have 30 minutes or even the hour, jump right in there. I think it's really good.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe we have 2 more of those open advising sessions if you guys are interested. They are on Thursdays. So the next one is Thursday the 15th, and then it's Thursday, April 22nd, and it's from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. In El Paso time. So if you guys have a question, that would be the perfect time to, catch Ileana, be able to ask her live, get a good response. So highly recommend it.
So I haven't been really keeping up with a lot of the emails and UTEP's, I guess, policy, but what are the plans for, I guess, the summer and the fall? Is it going to be hybrid, still online? You don't know yet. Subject to change. I don't know.
Ileana, do you want to answer this one?
Sure. So for now, the classes in the summer are going to be online. That's what's been scheduled. And the classes in the fall will be at the campus. Anything subject to change, but as of now, that's the way the schedule's been set up. So again, everything in the summer is going to be online to continue at the campus in the fall. And obviously this is, mechanical engineering. I mean, I can't speak for the other departments, but that's the way moving forward, it will continue. So, I'm hoping obviously, to see the students there in the fall. I'm very excited, but for now, summer's online. And I guess it's going to be a smooth transition, right? So we've been online for a year. So just to know that in the summer, which is 10 weeks, it'll be online. So the students will get, ready for that back to class, to the classroom, right? So it's going to give you that time for the fall season, but anything can change. But for now, that's the way it is.
Okay, thank you.
Does anyone else have any questions? Let me see, I think. Oh, okay. Hey, Ryan. Okay, he's asking about the AIAA Student Oregon campus. So we do have AIAA. It was active. It started up in the fall. This semester, they still need to resubmit their documents to be recertified as a registered student organization again, but they should be active. So let me get you the contact information for the president of AIAA. His name is Rene Aguilar. And I believe, if you guys didn't catch, they did host a seminar for Sandia National Labs at the end of last semester, and that's on our YouTube page, I believe, if you want to go back and rewatch that session. But here is Rene's email in the chat if you want to reach out to him and if you want to join AIAA. And for those of you who don't know, AIAA is American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. There also is Women of Aeronautics and Astronautics. So it's not exclusive to people who identify as a woman, but it's open to all genders. So if you're interested in that, that's also another opportunity. Let me get the president's email in the chat as well. I haven't talked to Rene recently. I've tried, and the few times I've messaged him to schedule a meeting or something, he hasn't been responsive. So I don't know, how he's doing. I don't know what's really going on, but I'll make sure to try and touch base with him soon. Or were you part of AIAA, Ryan? Well, as Ryan types, does anybody else have any questions for us? Anything else you'd like to get to know about us? I can say it looks like starting sometime in June, we will start slowly opening the office. It's not going to be 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. We're definitely going to be rotating out. Some of us, will only go in maybe once or twice a week for limited hours. So it's going to be limited opening, but we are slowly trying to transition back into the office this summer so that hopefully by the fall, once we got all students on campus, we will also be in our offices. But for now, definitely email and Teams is the best way to reach out to us, just because we obviously don't have access to our office phones right now.
Hello?
Hi.
It's a lot to type, so I didn't want to interrupt, but yeah, I was part of the group like last February when it was all getting started, and then obviously COVID hit, everything went online, things slowed down. And then around the summer when Alex graduated, the former presidents, and Renee took charge, it all just kind of stopped. And then, we had the meeting in November and all that, and he said we would be starting things up in this semester, but nothing's happened and no one's heard of him, so we don't really know what's going on.
Okay, let me make sure to reach out to him just to make sure he's okay, first of all.
Yeah, that's the big concern, because no one that I know has heard from him at all. He's disappeared.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we'll look into it. Thank you for bringing that up. Because, we contact so many students all the time, and it's always kind of a gamble to see if they'll respond via email. Sometimes they do one day, sometimes they don't the other. Sometimes they're on MS Teams. Sometimes it says that they have never been active. So it's always a toss-up when we try to reach out to students. And sometimes if they don't answer, it's like, well, we've tried it a few times. They didn't answer. They'll reach out to us. But I'll definitely make more of an effort to reach out to Rene and see what's going on. Well, I think we're gonna close out the session if no one else has any more questions, any more comments. Do you ladies have anything else you'd like to say or share?
Hello?
Hi,
Hello
Elia.
again. Hi. Maybe this question doesn't belong to this meeting neither. But what's gonna happen with the new aerospace program? Are you gonna be part of the staff for that program as well, or so can students reach out to you?
Yes.
I mean, ask you questions.
Yeah. So the aerospace is just another different degree option, but it's still
Mhm.
housed within mechanical engineering, so it's still the same department. I know we are hopefully looking into, perhaps hiring more staff, just because if we're going to have mechanical engineering and aerospace, we're going to need, more support, because hopefully we'll have more students. But we are still going to be the same staff. I know we're still going through some of the final approval processes for the aerospace program. That's why we haven't really, we've posted it a few times. We've talked about it here and there, but we haven't been able to like officially announce it, just because I don't think it's gonna, I know there's still some final approvals that we have to go through first. But as far as I know, it seems, and Ileana, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like and Dr. Betty, you're here too, it seems like by September, we should be able to like officially offer that degree option.
Right, Mary. I think it's sort of right now. I think it's work in progress, but you're right. I think it's still under our department, and just depending on who is gonna handle that as far as the classes go. I know Dr. Bett's gonna be involved, as hoping I will be as well. But as of now, I think you're correct on that.
Thank you, Mayra.
Yes, thank you so much. Just for the aerospace, I would add, we cannot give more detail about it, because again, it's still in the process. But I would say for the lower division level courses, most likely 90% they're going to be the same. So more likely the changes is going to be comes towards the upper division classes 300 and above. But still we don't have anything now, I would say, in a system, but hopefully we're going to get things start going on, starting from the fall semester. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. And Mayra, I just wanted to comment something. I noticed that you like crochet.
Yeah.
That's something we share, we have in common.
Yes, and Mia, you're probably way better than I am. I don't know any cool I don't know any cool patterns. I only know 3, but it's enough to make a blanket or a scarf. I think last summer, right when we were all quarantined, it was so hot in El Paso, and the only thing I could think of to do was knit my mom or crochet her this huge blanket. So it was it was so hot. And that's all I was doing, was crocheting the biggest blanket ever. So it came in handy in the winter, but it was definitely put away for a while. What have you made recently, Edvia?
That sounds pretty good. I'm working on a blouse.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'll show you once I'm finished, in 2 years. I'm kidding.
I'll take samples.
I know. You need to make mechanical
extra. I'll take samples.
Okay. But thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did anybody else share similar hobbies? I think the 3 of us trying to be a little bit active, to not be on the computer the whole time, was something that we tried doing. I know Ileana and Maria have kids, so of course they love spending time with their family. And that's something else I have to commend. Working from home while having kids at home is a lot. So the fact that they've been able to do as much as they've done, I'm over here single by myself and trying to get through it. So I can't even imagine, all the work that they do every single day. So thank you, ladies, for all your hard work, for sure.
It's definitely been a struggle. I have one kid in middle school, a 7th grader, one in 4th grade, and a 3-year-old, a 4-year. Well, he's 4 now. He's 4. So yeah, keeping him busy, and not bothering the other 2 while they're trying to do their work, and doing my work, and my husband doing his work. Yeah, it's been a lot. So I appreciate everybody's patience even more.
Yeah, for me as well, my 2 little ones, they keep me busy. And then the 2 little dogs, and now we got 2 bunnies for Easter. So, it's great.
Oh my
It's a family of 6, it's 2 little ones, 2 little dogs, and they got as presents 2 little bunnies. So, and then about 1,500 students.
Right. Yeah.
Great. It's good.
Biggest children to have all the
Right, right. But it's worked out. I think I've expressed to you, Myra, how grateful I am that we're able to do our jobs well, and on top of it, help our students, the department, and then with the kids at home for this past year. But yeah, it's good.
I know Maria also got a dog during COVID too.
Yes, we got a COVID puppy in June and July, I think. So she's a few months old and she's a handful. She's dug up our backyard. And we have like a little playhouse in the backyard for the kids. And she just this week. And so we're every day is something new with the puppy. So this week she learned how to climb the ladder. So she's like trapping herself inside the little playhouse every day. So yeah, and at first it was so cute because she kind of sit up there and just kind of you can see her trembling and stuff because I guess she didn't know how to get down, but she figured out yesterday how to slide down. So it's so funny. And every time I see her, I try to grab my phone to try to get a recording because she's so funny, sliding down the tree house. So yeah, but we did get I call her a COVID puppy because I don't know if we would have gotten a puppy if we weren't in lockdown. So, but the kids love her. She's become part of the family already. She's a really sweet dog. We take her out for walks. And she's kind of the leader. She likes to lead everybody. So if my little one runs ahead, she'll run after him to and then put him behind. So.
Would you have gotten your girls bunnies, Ileana, if it weren't for COVID? Do you think normally you would get them bunnies?
You know what? It's been the tradition that they get bunnies every year. So I think we would have. Yes. They get them as, it's funny, but they get them as a present. And now I really don't want that present, I'm like, are you going to give them that present again? So yeah, every year they get bunnies. So it wasn't necessarily because of COVID, it was because that's sort of been, and because they're so young, my youngest is 7, so she likes them, but they're cute, but anything requires work and so, but yeah, to answer your question, I mean, they're not really COVID bunnies, they're just, just part of the Easter tradition, but so they're there.
I admire you guys. I have no pets. I have no dependents. I couldn't keep even these little cactuses alive. They're all sad.
Oh.
My aloe vera is kind of dying on me too. So I'm just not good at taking care of other living things. So props to you guys for having animals and kids and work. It's a lot.
That's actually another thing that I got really into during lockdown was plants. So Mayra, you remember I don't know if you remember my office in the theater. I had these giant plants in front of my desk, and I would always joke around that the radiation from the computer is what kept them alive, and the UTEP water from the water fountain. But I brought them home and I was so worried that they were not going to make it, and they're thriving right now, so they must like it at home too. But yeah, besides those plants, I got a ton of plants, and there's last year for my birthday I got a couple of little plants, and they just kind of sprouted out other little plants. So now on my windowsills they're just I have a bunch of little jars full of water with little plants growing out of them. So it looks like a big science experiment in my kitchen sometimes. But that's one thing that I really got into also was plants.
That's good. I know I saw a lot of people become plant parents during COVID. This sounds fake, 100% fake. I would not be able to raise that thing. So, Oh, okay. Well, I think we're getting close to the end here. I know we have other meetings and stuff to get to in the afternoon. So if no one else has any final questions, comments, I think we're going to end it here.
Can I say something really quick? So for the students that are here, just again, while we get back to campus, you know, MS Teams is a great way to reach out to me, but I'm also available, you know, through my my phone number. I've also voiced it to students that they can text me. So I'm pretty much available anyway. You know, I'm here for the students anytime. I don't have like a 5 o'clock, you know, cutoff. That's not what I do. So you know, it's registration period. So yeah, so I'm available, you know, at any time, any day.
Thank you, Ileana. She's really nonstop and she will work 24/7. So I'm going to be the other person to ask you guys to still be mindful and respectful of Ileana. If you do get time with her, you know, honor that time you've set with her. Ask her anything you need to ask, just because she has, you know, so many students, and you heard her, she's willing to do texts, weekends, in the evening. So just be mindful of her time too. You know, she also is a human. She deserves rest. She does an amazing job and she needs to recharge. But thank you, Ileana. You're absolutely right. Advising season is here, full force. So definitely we will give you guys updates as soon as we can about that new bookings page we're going to create for Ileana, so you can book an appointment with her versus trying to find a time through, you know, all these means of communication. It'll just be easier for everyone if we can hopefully, you know, just create that booking page for her. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us during your lunch. Thank you, Ileana, Maria. Thank you to the faculty and the students who joined us. It was awesome getting to talk.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mara.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Goodbye.